deeply, and I like you to be with me. We could laugh about nothing.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I have currently got a sleeping baby and she's only next door to me, so if I'm talking a little bit quieter than usual, that'll be why. We've also got some work going on in our drive as well, so there might be some noise from that, but hopefully it will be okay and you'll still be able to hear me. In today's video I'm going to do a get ready with me. I haven't ever done one of these before, so it's something a little bit new to my channel. I normally tend to get ready when Nova's having her nap, a morning nap. She normally has 2 naps in the morning, so it's either her first or second nap I get ready. Sometimes I will get in the shower and get dressed with her first nap because that's normally only half an hour, and then her second morning nap tends to be a little bit longer, so that can be when I can try and get myself sorted. But there is always a few things that I do in the mornings, even if I'm not going out anywhere or kind of even getting out of my pyjamas. There are always a couple of steps that I do in my routine that just make me feel a little bit more alive and a little more put together. So the first thing I always do is my skincare routine. I will do this every day. Like I said, even if I'm not doing my makeup or getting dressed, I'll always do my skincare. My skin obviously thanks me in the long run, and it just helps create kind of like, just makes my skin a little bit more glowy and dewy. And the next thing I do is pop some jewellery on, and that is if I'm not already wearing it. I will quite often sleep in jewellery or some jewellery, but if I haven't got any on, then I will make sure I put some on. It just helps me feel more kind of put together and ready for the day and not just like an absolute slob. The pieces I'm actually wearing today are something a little bit different for me. Again, I'm normally a silver jewellery kind of girl, but I know that at the minute gold jewellery is absolutely everywhere. It's so on trend, so I thought I would give it a go and kind of hop on the bandwagon. But I actually really like it. I think it's quite nice having the mixture of kind of silver and gold. But these beautiful necklaces are actually from a brand called Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa make absolutely stunning jewellery, but not only that, the company has a really good ethic behind it. They are 100% carbon and water neutral. They kind of use recycled materials. They really kind of think about the planet, thinking about the environment, and it's really important for companies to think about things like that. So not only do you get beautiful, everyday luxury jewellery at a really good price, they're actually helping out the planet too. So it's kind of a win-win basically. So yeah, I've got these couple of necklaces that I've got on here. I think they're so beautiful. I've actually layered these, so these are 2 separate necklaces. So they've got the mama one and then this one underneath, and I have also got another necklace from them which is really beautiful as well, which I'll wear separately. So I can't layer it with these 2, but I might switch it in and out with this mama one. And with Mother's Day coming up as well, I thought these would be like a really lovely gift. I've got my first Mother's Day coming up this year, so I'm really excited. I remember I took a picture of me last year when I was pregnant with Novalee, and I thought next year I'll be looking back on that and I'll have her here in my arms, and it's such a surreal thing thinking that this time last year she was in my tummy and now she's here. But yeah, this year is going to be my first proper Mother's Day with her here. I don't know what we've got planned yet, but I think jewellery is always such a lovely gift to receive. I think personally anyway, I love receiving jewellery and things like that, especially for Mother's Day. I think the mama one's really cute. They've got so many different pieces of jewellery on their website, between like necklaces and earrings and bracelets and rings. I think they do like personalised things as well, which would be amazing for like Mother's Day if you're kind of looking for your mum, your mother-in-law. I mean, I would be really happy to receive one of these from Nova for Mother's Day. And jewellery's always a winner, I think. Like, my mum loves receiving jewellery for Mother's Day as well. And there's so many pieces on there that will kind of suit, you know, different people and kind of your look and things like that. So if you are interested in that, I would definitely go and check it out. I will leave the link in my description box, and if you are wanting to have a look, I would go and have a look soon because they have got a 20% sale on at the moment for Mother's Day. So yeah, if you're interested in that, have a look at the link in my description box. It will take you straight there and you can browse all of the beautiful jewellery they have to offer, including what I'm wearing right now. Yeah, I've done my skincare and I put my jewellery on so I feel a little bit ready, but I'm now gonna start off with my makeup. So I let my skincare kind of settle into my skin for a little while before I apply makeup, but then I go in with this Body Shop Vitamin C Skin Boost Instant Smoother. I guess this is kind of like a primer for the skin. It smells really, really nice. It's like orangey. And it just really helps to smooth out the skin and blur any pores. Now, I don't actually wear makeup every day. I haven't particularly got time, and it's not something that's high on my priority list, but I do try and kind of, when I can, I will do my makeup. There are a couple of products in here that are kind of like my holy grail products that I use all the time, and I've used them for years. Other things I kind of switch in and out of, and there's a few things that I kind of change within my routine, but you will notice that I do like a dewy kind of glowy look. So those kind of like the products that I'm drawn to and that I will use within my daily makeup routine. So the next thing I go in with is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Now this is literally the best product I think in the world. I hate how expensive it is, but I love it. It's just so glowy, and quite often I will wear this without any other makeup, or I will use this without a foundation if I'm having like a really good skin day, or I want more of a natural look, then I will just go in with this. I won't always put a foundation on top, or I will just go in with this and pop some brow gel on and I'm kind of ready to go. It just creates this kind of like veil over your skin, and it kind of blurs out any imperfections, but it hasn't got loads of coverage, but it does just really kind of make your skin look more even, and especially as I fake tan, it kind of helps match up the colour from my neck to my face. And I use shade 4, I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm now going to go in the Collection Lasting Perfection Glow Foundation. I use this in shade 7. I don't use this foundation all the time. I kind of switch between a couple of different ones, but this is probably one of my kind of go-tos. To blend this in, I'm actually using, I think this is just a foundation brush from, I think I got this from Home Bargains. Is it like Olivia Hale, the brand at Home Bargains? I don't know. I much prefer using a brush to a beauty blender. Nova doesn't always sleep through my makeup routine. Sometimes she's sort of perched on the floor playing with some toys. Sometimes, you know, if I'm going out and I need to get ready and it's not time for her to nap, she does just kind of entertain herself. But if I can do it when she's sleeping, I will. Make sure I blend it into kind of like my ears and down my neck. Next I go in with concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I think this is in like 05. It's basically a really light colour. I like to use this for brightening under my eyes to conceal all of those bags from sleepless nights with a baby. Actually just go in with the same brush and blend that in. I have not got time to be faffing around with different brushes and sponges and things. I just use this because it blends it really, really quickly and easily. Because it was a lighter colour as well, the colour from the foundation on this brush helps blend it quite quickly. I go in with the number 7 Airbrush Away Translucent Finishing Powder. This is, I think, a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder, and I will say it is really, really good. I've tried both and I love both. I just pop that under my eyes, kind of in my smile lines, a little bit on the forehead, but like I said, I like a dewy look, so I don't use too much powder. That's just setting. I'm going to go and do my brows. I use this brow pencil on my brows, and it is the Makeup Obsession fine brow pencil. It has like the spoolie on one end and the pencil on the other, and I think this is shade like ash brown. And I just go over my natural kind of shape. I don't really add too much. I just follow my natural brow shape. I'm not very good at eyebrows. I use a little brush on the end just to brush through it, just to make them a little bit more natural looking. The next product I use just to kind of set my brows is the Refi Brow. I don't really know if it's a gel or a cream, I don't really know. Brow setter. I don't actually love this product. It's okay, but it's not, I don't think it's as good as the hype. It does kind of set my brows, but not completely in place. They will still move throughout the day, and I just hate the fact that it's white because it's supposed to dry clear, but sometimes it does come out too much and it doesn't completely dry clear. You can still see the white. So yeah, that's not my favourite. I actually prefer Benefit for my eyebrows. I do overdraw my eyebrows a little bit just to make them a little bit bigger and fluffier, but I kind of follow the natural shape. For bronzer, I use the Refi Cream Bronzer. This is lovely. This is kind of a dupe for the Chanel Tan de Soleil bronzer, which I have tried before, but that is just so expensive. And I actually think this Refi one is better. It's still not cheap, I will say that it isn't cheap. But it's definitely cheaper than the Chanel one. It is really lovely. It blends really nicely. And I just pop that, warm up my face. I don't really contour. I haven't got time for that. I'm also not very good at it. Pop some across my nose, and I also pop this on my eyelids as well. Just kind of blend it up and out. I'm so rough with this. Another bronzer that I really like, which is kind of like a staple of mine, which I always go back to, which is really affordable, is this matte bronzer from, this is actually from Poundland, and this is in the shade Matte Medium 2. Poundland, it's a pound, but it is really good. I don't always go over the top. Sometimes I'll just use this if I haven't used the Refi. But just to show you the purpose of this video, I'm going to just pop a little bit over the top. Sometimes I wear both because this helps it set, and this is definitely, I find, better for my eyelids. It sets it so it doesn't crease as much, and it is kind of a bit of a stronger colour, so I quite like that colour in my eyes. Because I've got blue eyes as well, that's supposed to be a kind of an orangey browny kind of colour, is good to bring kind of blue eyes out, so I like that. So that's what I do every day. I don't spend time putting eyeshadow on, I just chuck it on like that. I'm going to do highlighter. The two highlighters I switch between is the Iconic Illuminator in shade Original and the Refi in, well, it's just called Gloss Highlighter in Topaz. The Refi one is kind of more, kind of makes your skin kind of look wet and glossy, and it blends really easy. The Iconic one kind of has more of a pearlescent kind of finish to it. It takes a little bit more work to blend it, but I tend to just, to be honest, recently I've been going for the Refi one because it's quicker, because it blends a lot easier. You can kind of see the colour of that on there, and I just pop that onto the high points of my cheekbones, onto kind of the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, all the usual places for highlighter. But it does just blend really nicely, and it is a really nice colour. And it's so dewy, which I love. Sometimes if I need to go over anything to kind of blend things out, I'll go back in with my foundation brush, because that just helps to blend everything together. I'm really sorry if you can hear all the stuff going on outside. I'm hoping you can't. Then for blush, I go in with the Refi Cream Blush in the shade Rose. Really enjoy using cream products at the moment, so I think that's kind of why I've been drawn to these Refi products, and I got them in like a set for my birthday. But I just love how glowy cream products are. The only trouble with them is they don't always last as long, so sometimes I do go over and set them with powder, like powder products. And I don't always use these products, but 9 times out of 10 this is what I will be wearing. Then I'm just going to go in with my Barry M Brown Coal eyeliner. I just pop this, sorry, I'm looking down at my mirror here, I don't know if you can see it or not. I just really lightly line my top lash line with this, and really lightly my lower lash line. And I kind of smudge it in with my fingers. I really find this helps just define my eyes and thicken up my lash line. I also line my top waterlines, like my tight line. And I think it just thickens up my lash line. I love doing that. Then I go in and curl my lashes. This is so gross, I can't believe I'm showing this. I need to clean this obviously. But this is just a cheap eyelash colour. I think I got this from, I think this was just from Primark or something. But I just use this to curl my lashes. And then my Holy Grail mascara I use all the time. I've tried others, but I always come back to this. And it is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I go for like blackest black or very black or whatever. This mascara is my favourite. I do apply multiple coats of mascara. I don't let it dry too much though before I do it, because then I find it goes a little bit clumpy. But I'll kind of let it partially dry and then do like another layer. So lipstick is probably the thing I change the most within my makeup look from day to day, but 9 times out of 10 I will wear like a nude. Sometimes it's more of a pinky nude, sometimes it's more of a brownie nude, more of a peachy nude, but it's pretty much always a nude. My favourite go-to, to be honest, just for kind of like everyday, for quickness, one that I really love is actually a Primark lipstick. So this is the Primark lipstick that I've got here, but I've had it for ages. I think it's literally like £1.50, and I've got so many of these because I just have them in my bag all the time because it's such a nice colour and it goes with everything. It is matte, and I don't love a matte lipstick as much anymore, but I tend to then put something over the top to make it a little bit more glossy. Or if I know that I'm not going to get a chance to top up my lipstick, which, let's face it, being a mum, you don't really get a chance to kind of touch up your makeup very often, then I will just wear this because it stays on really well. So yeah, this is the shade Thrill Seeker, and I won't even use a lip liner with this a lot of the time. Like that. If I did use a lip liner, it would probably be Max Spice, but Barry M, actually I found a dupe that is kind of similar to Max Spice, and that is Barry M lip liner in the shade Russet. If I wanted to, I could just line my lips with this as well. I will just mention actually, before I did that, before I applied any of my makeup and when I kind of did my skincare, I did put some of this Everyday Vacay coconut lip oil on. I always put like a lip balm or moisturiser or something on my lips. This is so good. I love this. But I put that on my lips before I did the rest of my makeup, so they were kind of like moisturised. So when I did put the matte lipstick on, it's not as matte. It's kind of got a little bit of gloss to it. I then go back in and put another coat of mascara on after I've done my lipstick. If I'm not wearing this on my lips, it will usually be, again, Max Spice with my other favourite lipstick, which is Charlotte Tilbury Penelope Pink. Absolutely love that lipstick. So yeah, if it's not this, it will be that, or it will be a mixture of all three. Most of the time. I do have a few other nude lipsticks that I love, but I'm not going to go into that right now because we'll be here forever. Next, I'm just going to sort out my hair. I do naturally have kind of like wavy hair. This is my natural hair, and to be honest, most of the time I do just leave it as it is. Kind of touch it up by kind of like running my fingers through it a little bit like this, and then sometimes I'll kind of dampen my hands and run through some products just to help revitalise any sort of like wave, basically. I do sometimes just use my straighteners just to go over like these fringe bits, just to create kind of like a little bit of a curl within them, if that makes sense, because they can go a little bit weird from when I tuck them behind my ears all the time. Then I just pop some perfume on. The perfume I tend to go for a lot of the time is this Fleur Bloom. This is actually from Poundland. For like every day, I don't tend to wear expensive perfume because I don't need to. And this smells lovely. I think it's a dupe for a Victor and Rolf one. I basically just pop that on. And that is me done. Nothing special, it is just kind of takes me 15 minutes probably, if I'm not chatting. just to kind of slap this on and get it done. Oh, she's awake. That was pretty good timing, to be fair. Yeah, it doesn't take me long. I just quickly do this, and like I said, I don't do it every day. It just kind of makes me feel more like myself, and I do enjoy it. I enjoy makeup, so don't forget to go and check out the link in the description box for Ana Luisa, and definitely have a look at their sale. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you kind of enjoyed the little bit different kind of video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.